exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Cincinnati Bengals. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And what I enjoyed in preparing for this game was talking not just with the coaching staff, but with him as well. And I found it interesting that the coaching staff sees him one way, and he sees himself an entirely different way.
Yeah, one thing he said he's always working on, we know he's not bad at this, but his footwork, always wants to improve that, and that's something he's going to focus on here.
And what was so funny, what the offensive coordinator say right off the top? He's got great footwork. Love his footwork. So this guy is never satisfied.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On the ready.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go. Switch. Rock it. Squeeze. Ready.
On first down, Shea. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Hey, let go.
Off play action. Simmons. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. There was a little space there, yes, but that was a well-executed run by the rookie.
It was, and he wasn't one of the higher-rated rookie running backs coming out. He's probably on the next tier. But let me tell you something. If he becomes more consistent and continues to have that drive to be one of the best, we'll see more of that in the future.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now Stewart. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He's looking deep for Bell, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Simmons. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25. The numbers on the ground for Stewart last week. 19 carries, 86 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here we go. 30 base. Leo. Check. Check out. Go. Back. All right, number 28. Mike. He's coming. Check in.
Back to the ground now with Stewart. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, wahoo! Hurry, hurry! Mike 29. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hit it.
To throw on third down, Simmons. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. From 17 yards out, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. These two teams all tied after one.
60 or. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Hook up.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown.
The previous play is under review.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run the counter. Shea, he's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now Stewart on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
This is Stewart. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Texans on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, and the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Out of the gun now on third down. Throw left side complete. That's Dawson. Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on. Here around the NFL.
Shoot! Hey, lock it! Get it!
On second down, they run with Stewart. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
I'm here all day.
From the gun, Simmons. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On second down, it's Stewart. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Simmons got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Shea. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, Orville. Check Mike 99, Mike 99. Let's go, D. Big series right here. Hey, foxtrot. Hey, just Lee Griffin.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
15-1.
So we have reached halftime, and just like that, on we head to half number 2. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Texans to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well.
Check. Watch the safety creep. Check 4.
They start the third quarter on the ground with Stewart. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Stewart again. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go! Opposite. Get it.
Another run for Stewart. He's been busy. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Simmons throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Offense.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
To throw on 2nd down, Simmons. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Simmons. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 26. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. As his guys are in for 6, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They start on the ground. This is Stewart on first. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
They go back to Stewart on first. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
70, Indy.
On second down now. Shea. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
Hey, Will. Mike 28. Watch the run. Hit it.
On third down, Simmons. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lawson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big 30-yard play on third. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, number 28. Mike, he's coming. Check in.
Looking to throw. Simmons. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch the twist. Go.
They give to Stewart out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now here on EA Sports. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter.
Now. Motion. Shoot. Check 52.
They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And they'll get him down right around the 16.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Texans on third down. They've been flat getting it done, 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Push him back. Hey, team 6. Team 6. He's coming. Check in. I got to go.
Operating from the gun. Simmons. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Check 26. Get it.
They'll try the right side with Stewart. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
80 weapons. Hey, switch gears.
Trying to punch it in, Stewart. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, 4 down.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they're going to bring him down. Back across across midfield at the 45. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Texans take over an excellent field position.
Set X3, 218, chop it. Hey, exit. Quit talking about it and bring it. Five.
Throwing on first down. Simmons. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Mike 29. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. 29 is the Mike. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down, Simmons. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We call it sack block.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. So now the Bengals down by 7, and time a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Let's go, let's go.
And here comes the Texans now. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go. Look at me, zipper. You Yep. Mike, he's coming. Check in. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball. Hey. Mike, 28. Mike, 28. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stewart. Stewart shedding through. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run on 1st down. Stewart. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 at a Texans 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Shea. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
She gave him. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be kill.
They'll run on first down. Stewart. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run here with Stewart. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
36.
Here's Stewart. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. With his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. The extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now all the focus, it shifts to the Bengals. Trailing by a touchdown. 1:04 on the clock. They need a touchdown and the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. He'll look to throw. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Houston, the win is number 9 for them on.
Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got heroes. Left pocket got power. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. So I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. Hat on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down. Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
Get ready, y'all. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Posse, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred,
Meaning credentials.
best of both worlds when we rockin' over
Pearls
pearls.
and the instrumental.
Are you ready?
Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?